Hello everyone, welcome to another video on Insidetalk with Faizaan. And this video is a continuation to our existing video of interview question for software testing. So as you see in the screen, right? So this particular question, authentication versus authorization, this is a very simple and a basic questions. Yet during the interview when it is asked, it gets pretty confusing. So I thought of like making this video and to make you guys aware in a very simple way, like how we can remember this, like forever thing, right? So before we start, I'll just show what comes first. Like let me tell you what happens first. So every time, be it any API or an application, whatever like whatever we test or whatever we use as a customer, the first thing happens is authentication, and then comes the authorization. So now what is authorization and what is like authentication? So the first step for anything, like say, for example, now let us take an example of a Gmail login page. So once you open a Gmail thing, you will be asked for a username and password, and that's what is known as authentication. You enter a username and you enter a password. It verifies from the back end whether like you are a valid user for that particular application or not. That's what authentication means. And how different is like authorization? So authorization comes whatever happens post authentication. Okay, say for example, I build an Excel sheet and then I provide you, a valid authentication. Like you have the username and a password and you log in it, but you have only the read access, not the write access. And that what authorization means. Like what are the particular action you are allowed, what are all things you are authorized to do it, right? Just like how we command, like you don't have authorized or something like that. It's basically exact the same thing. It's just that, but if you talk, like when we talk about authentication and authorization continuously, it kind of gets confusing, but it's pretty much like a very simple thing. uh, just remember this, like a real life example, so that you will always remember during your interview process. Say for example, you have a house and you have a maid over there. So you gave her or him the key and ask him to get something from the kitchen, right? So now once they get into the house, they have access for the door key, and then they go to straight to the kitchen and then they get back, right? That's what authentication and a successful authentication is. And when they try to enter into your bedroom, or if they try to enter into the kitchen or some other places, that's where the authorization comes into picture. It won't allow you to do that because it doesn't have the access to get into your bedroom or your other places of the house apart from the main entrance in the kitchen. That's basically the authentication points. So remember this example. I think it will probably help you to remember this slightly tricky and confusing concept forever. Hope this was helpful. And I would really appreciate if you like and subscribe to this particular video. Thank you so much, and do share it with your friends. Bye bye.